everyone, welcome back to Denise Dives In. Today we'll be going over the January budget results. I'm going to give a big shout out before we start to Budgeting D and Johanna. They are just so supportive of my channel. They're really cool, down-to-earth people, and I am going to link their channels so that you guys can check them out because they're just great and they support me, and I think it's really important to support people that are genuine and awesome. So check them out. So I just wanted to briefly go over the sinking funds just because I added them to technically to January, and I didn't really explain what I was funding. I'm having a hard time with the broadness of the sinking funds, and I kind of want to simplify them more, but then I'm like, do you? Because I'd rather them be broad so I can just kind of say, well, no, I want this to come out of this fund and this to come out of this fund, but just wait, I'll change my mind, don't worry. But for now, I'm putting 60 towards glasses. I want new glasses in June. I can get them with my insurance in June, and they're usually like $300 or $400. I get like all of the upgrades and stuff on them. I don't get the transitions anymore. They drive me insane. So that's for like a nicer frame, and I can get the scratch resistant, anti-glare and everything. And then I do wear my glasses all of the time, so I definitely want to make sure they're nice. And then Christmas and gifts, I separated down here in February, but for now they're together. I'm just putting 100 in there, but that breaks down to Christmas is 60 and gifts is 40, which 60 times about 11 will give me about $600, $700 for Christmas, and that's what I want for our Christmas budget. I made our Christmas budget. It's in here somewhere. I know, I did. $650. So that will be for this year. And then card tags and oil changes. I think putting $50 in here is plenty of money for, we'll need oil changes soon. And then our card tags are about $180-ish each. So I think putting that money in there, I just paid my card tags this month, and Alex's are due in October, and then we'll need probably like 2 oil changes throughout the year, so I think that's plenty of money in there. And then we don't need tires. If we did need tires, I would definitely start a fund for that. I probably will start a fund next year. We just got tires this year, so if we save for 2 years, I think that'll be sufficient enough. If for some reason I decide later on to start funds for just car maintenance in general, my car is really close to 100,000 miles, and Alex is at like 65-ish. So we'll see. Dominic miscellaneous. This is my son's category for stuff that happens with kids. I notice a lot that he needs things for school that I just don't budget for. They're just like, hey, we need this for gingerbread houses. Hey, we need this for that. And I'd rather just have a fund for that because it was coming out of, and I don't mind it coming out of my spending money, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather budget for things like this so that when he does need school supplies, when he does need a new backpack, when he does need, I could even use this for clothes. If he grew out of something and we're out of the clothing budget, I could use that for extra clothes or something that he grew out of, or like he just put a hole in his new pants that he just got. But that's why I started that fund, just because he is in kindergarten and I just feel like he needs a lot of little things here and there. So events and vacations, I'm kind of blanketing this as like holidays, and I switched the name of it down here. So if we go do something for Easter, let's say, that could be like an event that we do, or like a pumpkin patch or something. I think that's where I kind of got the notion of this category, because there is things that we like to do like that, and I'd rather budget for them in a blanketed category of vacation, so that if we wanted to, no, we're going to use our spending money because we need to have this much money for the vacation we want to go on or something like that, it's just kind of blanketed, or not if we want to save money for an actual vacation where we go somewhere. And then February, I kind of just broke up some things, but February's is a little bit different than my February budget, just because I did add January, and you'll see that in my budget results. So here is my budget review page. I updated all of our incomes. We were quite a bit over if you watch any of my videos, we had good bonuses again this month, and Alex also did get a raise, so that's probably why our income was so much more. I do lowball our income quite a bit. I would say that if we do work both like full weeks, it's not $1,020. It's usually closer to $1,100. So that's pretty drastically lowballed. And then our bonus check, don't get me wrong, like awesome, but it's just like that's what I was used to getting. So it's really great that QuikTrip is making extra money because this is based on our profit of our stores, and they are making money. When gas prices drop and you're able to buy the gas that you're selling at the lower price, that company makes a lot more money. Most gas stations, I would say, can't buy the cheaper, like the less expensive gas because they're still sitting on the gas they already purchased. Hopefully that makes sense, but that's how it's explained to me. That's why QuikTrip does make money off of when gas prices drop, because they don't have like an extra reserve of gas. We just basically sell the gas, buy the gas, sell the gas, buy the gas. So when it goes down, we usually do make better bonuses. So that was an overage of $1,130.70. And that is kind of why I decided to do our sinking funds this month. Originally, I wasn't going to do sinking funds. I was just going to build up a cushion so that I could stop using my emergency fund for basically a cushion, because I would wait for my checks to come in, or our checks to come in, and it was just me constantly borrowing from our emergency fund. Right now, I moved it. It's in my savings account. Hopefully I don't have to touch it. Maybe one day I can take it out of the bank and put it in the freezer. But right now it is in my savings account, and you do get penalized if you keep moving money in and out of your savings account. I think it's like 6 times per month. So it's in there. Hopefully I don't touch it because now I have a bill cushion. The fixed bills were a little under, which is cool. I do budget over on most of the items, so that's usually, it usually is a little bit over. Budget items, I went over in my cash envelopes a little bit, and that was because I found clothes for Dominic for the springtime, and then I bought my cat a little litter pan with a lid because she needed one. And I'm not, anything that's like left over in these accounts, I'm not going to put towards our bill cushion or anything like that. It's just staying in the cash envelopes. The way I do it is I just have this little accordion, and then I have everything labeled, and then the cash that's over is still like in there. I need like a really pretty one of this. This one I got at the dollar store, but it's kind of hard to work. And then, so we were over $65 in that. And then here's the fixed bills. So a couple of things were short, not too much. This was my sinking funds that I paid this month, and they were short, but I just used my spending money for that. So I don't have to budget that in anywhere. So we were over $65. Our unbudgeted was, I should have showed you while I was on this page. Our unbudgeted was the smoke detectors, the medical bill, and I also got Dominic and I new roller skates, and I got rollerblades. And that was $468.62. The medical bill I was aware of. It technically wasn't unbudgeted, but I just had already made my budget, but I did know about it. And that's another reason I didn't want to do sinking funds and anything like that, because I knew that that was such an extensive bill that I didn't want to, I don't like setting myself up for failure, let's just say that. And then sinking funds I did add to because we were over in our income, so $380 is going towards that. I just explained where those are getting separated out. And then Hope Kirkland recommended me making just a line code for this, which for now, because I already made this budget, I'm going to put it under expenses. And if you add all of this up, it does equal our income. So cushion is the $814. So that's not exactly how it is in my account, just because I did have to pay back the emergency fund, or over in the mortgage thing, it's closer to like $500-ish, because I did have to pay back the emergency fund, and I'm a month ahead on my mortgage. So it's about that though. But I'm just going to leave that in the checking account. And I'm also going to, on this page, I didn't fill these in yet, but whatever is over, this is going to be an actual. I'm going to sign them up for this. So 165. And so that's the same. If this is over, or if this is over, I'm going to leave that in the account as a cushion for that account as well. We don't really go over technically in those accounts, but I just got like car washes for both cars, and then groceries we have like the $85, but just in case there's like, I don't know, something that we need that's not normal, and I don't want us to like have to like be at the store and transfer the money, because whatever is left over, I'm sure it's going to be less than $100, and I'd like to have a cushion in there just in case, because the way I do our accounts is I have one that's for gas and groceries, and I also put Alex's haircut money in there, which he hasn't done yet. And then I also have an account that has our fixed bills in it. And then like if I buy something off Amazon or whatever, so these are our cash envelopes. And then if I like buy something off Amazon or something from household, see how there's like a ton of money in here that I have to pay myself back. I just don't get enough more money from when I get the $265 that I need for the week. I just will say, okay, well, I have $120 in there, so I only need, what is that, 140 something. So I won't get that amount from the bank. I just basically, this is like my pay ourselves back category, because there are stuff, why do I keep saying that? There is stuff that I buy off of Amazon. I just bought another one of, you guys are gonna laugh at me. I just bought another one of these because I don't love this one. Like, this one's so much better. I don't know. Like, you can tell that I love this one more. Look at every single sticker. Every single sticker. Every single sticker. And this one, I'm just like, I did use a lot of stickers out of this one, but I don't love this one as much. I don't know. Anyway. So I am going to use these. Don't get me wrong. I'll still use these. I just love this. And I want another one. So I got another one off of Amazon, just because I don't like paying that shipping that Aaron Condren charges you unless you spend like $1 million. So I got another sticker book. That was $16. And then I just bought something else. Oh, I got some stickers for my, for this that I haven't started. That was my ruler. For this that I haven't started using yet. I got more stickers for it. I like this girl's shop, Planning with Kay. Kayla has like the coolest stickers. So I already bought some, and she has like another little kit that she came out with. So I'm gonna start, so every single month in the every single month in the year of 2019, I'm gonna start something different. That's either like a resolution or just a better way of being. I think in February I'm going to start the bullet journal. And I kind of want it more for like habit tracking and stuff like that, but as opposed to like planning out. That's why I don't do plan with me's, guys. Like, I go to work, come home, play Overwatch, hang out with Dominic, go to sleep, and go back to work. Like, it's not that big of a exciting thing. If we do have something exciting, I do usually put it in here. Like when we went to the comedy show, I put it in here. But I don't have something like fun to do every single week. So I think it would just be like boring if I did plan with me's. And then like we're going to the Renaissance Festival next month. So that's why I don't do plan with me's. And I don't think I'll use that for that kind of thing. I'll just use it for mostly like habit tracking and maybe just like goal setting or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm going to use it for, but I like the idea, and I did get some more stickers from there, so I took like money for my spending money and I just put it in here. That's basically what I was trying to explain. And then I put it in there, and then that way I know when I go to the bank I don't need as much. It works for me. Switching to cash really does work, so for me anyway. It might not work for you, but it did work for me. I was originally like super resistant because I hate cash. I hate the way it smells. It's dirty. but it does help me not spend as much, so I'm going to deal with it. All right, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are one of those supportive people that always leaves comments and it's just awesome, thank you so much. It really helps keep me going when I get those sprinkled mean comments, and you're awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next time.